When I first saw the design of the Samsung Galaxy A52, I actually thought, man, this is not going to be a very convenient device to handle, especially because of its boxy design, and it doesn't look as portable as the Samsung Galaxy A51. But in reality though, holding it now, it's a very nice device to hold, and I have to say, Samsung nailed the design on this one, especially with this awesome violet color. I think it's growing on me. Hello guys, Izzy here and welcome to the channel. So, the Samsung Galaxy A52. Quite an interesting device I have to say, and I've actually had it for a while, probably long enough to be able to tell you if this device is worth your money. In the last 2 years, Samsung has had a lot of success with the A series devices, having at least one taking a spot for the best-selling device at a particular time of the year. The A50 was successful and so was the A51. Does the Samsung Galaxy A52 have what it takes to follow in the footsteps of its predecessors? Well, why not hit that subscribe button and ding that notification bell icon while we get started proper. We've seen a lot of flagship devices ditch the headphone jack, and I've even gone as far as reducing the box content by excluding the chargers and earphones. With the Samsung Galaxy A52, you're going to get all accessories except one, and that is the earphones. Samsung is pulling a Xiaomi on us. Hopefully we don't get to lose the charger and headphone jack soon. Thoughtful of Samsung to also add a transparent protective casing and also a nicely fitted pre-installed screen protector. That is all from the box of the Samsung Galaxy A52. Design-wise, the A52 speaks a very different language from its predecessor. While the back is still built of plastic, it has a high-quality matte finish which does well to reject smudges. There's this comfy feeling when you're holding it in your hands. It is also a pretty lightweight device at 189 grams. The plastic back also encases the rear cameras, though with a slight bump. The violet is my preferred color. Samsung calls it Awesome Violet. You also get it in Awesome Blue, Awesome Black, and Awesome White. It will be quite interesting to see how well this violet color fares over time, especially when it comes to picking up stains or maintaining its color. You can definitely expect a long-term review from me, as I'm going to be holding on to this guy for quite a while. Nothing has changed with the buttons and ports placement on the A52. You are going to find them in their expected positions. However, we now have stereo speakers with one visible at the bottom and the other positioned at the top. Not very visible, but you get good quality sound that makes media experience quite enjoyable. While we don't have earphones in the box, we still have the headphone jack. It has been a while I used wired earphones, but it's nice to still have it. The Samsung Galaxy A52 has dual SIM card support, but it is a dual hybrid SIM slot with memory card support. That is, you can either choose 2 nano SIM cards or 1 SIM card and an SD card up to 1TB if the 128GB base storage is not enough for you. The Samsung Galaxy A52 has an IP67 rating for water and dust resistance. It can survive being in the rain and also submersion up to a depth of 1 meter for up to 30 minutes. A welcome feature to the mid-range segment, which gives more assurance on durability. But note that water resistance does not automatically mean waterproof. It can still get water damage if you are not careful, so keep that in mind if you decide to take your device swimming. Believe me, I'm speaking from experience. Alright, enough about the build, let's talk about that awesome display. No one does it quite like Samsung when it comes to mobile phone display technology. The display on the Samsung Galaxy A52 is a stunning Full HD Super AMOLED display with a center hole point for its selfie camera, which does not get in the way. It is protected by Gorilla Glass 5, that is an upgrade over the Gorilla Glass 3 on the A51. You get up to 800 nits of brightness and it can get really bright for outdoor use. It is a high refresh rate display with 90Hz, very responsive and gives a really good touch experience. I have previously used a couple of devices with a 90Hz refresh rate display, but the experience is a little different on the Samsung Galaxy A52, probably because of the optimization of One UI. You get really smooth animations and stutter-free scrolling. 90Hz is enabled by default, but you can disable it for 60Hz, which is going to give you better battery life. As expected from a Super AMOLED display, it is crisp with punchy colors and deep blacks. The fingerprint scanner on the A52 is on the display and it is fast enough for an optical fingerprint scanner. It reads my fingerprint accurately 99% of the time. For other security options, you also get face unlock. The Samsung Galaxy A52 is a significantly improved device over its predecessor in a lot of areas, both in hardware and performance. It retails for about $330, that is about 139,500 naira. There's a 5G variant of the Samsung Galaxy A52 which has a higher refresh rate display at 120Hz and also a better processor, that is the Snapdragon 750G, but it's also the more expensive device and it is not available for all regions. The A52 4G I have here has a base 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage, supporting the Snapdragon 720G processor, which is a significant upgrade over the Exynos 9611 which was on the A51. Also beefed up camera specifications, which we'll definitely be looking at shortly. The software on the A52 is Samsung's refined One UI 3.1 on Android 11. You can expect updates up to Android 14 as Samsung has promised 3 years of OS updates and 4 years of security updates. That is to say, the Samsung Galaxy A52 is going to stay relevant for at least 3 years with refreshed software, and I have to say Samsung has been doing a pretty good job of releasing swift software updates for all their devices recently. You are also going to get Knox security on the mid-range A series devices of 2021. The software experience does not disappoint as the A52 is a pretty snappy device. The high refresh rate display and its form factor makes handling and operating this device pretty smooth and an enjoyable experience. Multitasking here is without hiccup and it is going to handle whatever apps you are going to throw at it smoothly. The typing experience here is also commendable. The 8nm Snapdragon 720G processor on the Samsung Galaxy A52 provides good optimization and performance. Benchmark scores are impressive and performance is up to expectations. With the specifications and price of the Samsung Galaxy A52, it has the likes of the Redmi Note 10 Pro to contend with, and that device has a higher refresh rate display. Surely you don't want to miss when I post that comparison, so make sure you are subscribed to the channel and you have your notifications turned on. Gaming on the Samsung Galaxy A52 is an enjoyable experience. It has those stereo speakers to complement, giving you those epic gunshot sounds when you blast your way through the likes of PUBG and Call of Duty Mobile. The Adreno 618 GPU paired with the Snapdragon processor is more than capable of running your high graphics titles comfortably. It can run Genshin Impact on medium settings with no lags. I decided to try out this game since a lot of viewers were always requesting for it. It is a very demanding game graphics wise. You can get HD and high frame rates on PUBG Mobile with no lags. On Call of Duty Mobile, you are going to get high graphics settings and maximum frame rates, or very high graphics settings and high frame rates. Gaming so far on the A52 is enjoyable, and it will be interesting to see how this holds up for a gaming review which I'm going to be doing very soon. Make sure to leave a comment if you have any specific games you want me to test on the A52. The Samsung Galaxy A52 supports a 4500 mAh battery, which I must say is optimized pretty well. I was actually impressed. It will take you through a full day on average to heavy use. It supports 25 watts fast charging, which can power it from 0 to 100 in just about 70 minutes. But you only get a 15 watts fast charger in the box, and that takes about 2 hours to charge the device from 0 to 100. Lucky me, I have a 25 watts fast charger, so faster charging for me. Okay, now let's talk about the cameras. The Samsung Galaxy A52 sports a 32 megapixel selfie camera placed on the display. The quad cameras on the rear comprises of a 64 megapixel main camera with optical image stabilization. You also get a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, a 5 megapixel macro camera, and also a 5 megapixel depth sensor. It takes really good photos with good HDR. The image processing is on point on all cameras, including the main and ultra wide. There are a ton of camera modes you can tingle with, including Pro mode, super slow motion, AR doodle, hyperlapse, and heck, there is even fun mode for the Snapchat lovers. That's if you're into that sort of thing. Okay, I look weird. Fun mode is definitely not for me. The selfie cameras take really sharp photos with no details lost. Portraits are good looking with good background separation. You have a dedicated night mode which is impressive and can only get better with software updates. The 5 megapixel macro shots are good with enough detail, definitely better than what you get with those 2 megapixel macro cameras. The Samsung Galaxy A52 is capable of shooting videos at 4K 30 frames per second with optical image stabilization to help with steady footage. You can also do 1080p at 60 fps. If you want more steady footage, you can use super steady mode, but it is limited to 1080p. Okay, so it's another camera test of the Samsung Galaxy A52. Its selfie camera is 32 megapixels and it is able to shoot 1080p 60 frames per second and also 4K 30 frames per second. This is 4K 30 frames per second. You can do that both on the front and the rear cameras. It has OIS, that is optical image stabilization, and you are also going to get a couple of camera features which might not be covered in this review. High is the picture quality, high is the microphone quality, and though it can do super steady mode at 10
super steady mode at 1080p, 30 frames per second, something like that.
In about 2 weeks since I've had the Samsung Galaxy A52, I have actually enjoyed the experience so far, and I am definitely keeping this one for a while. There have been no abnormal heating issues or lags in my experience. You are definitely going to be seeing this device go up against the likes of the Redmi Note 10 Pro or even the Poco X3 Pro, so stay tuned. Do I recommend this device? Absolutely, you are going to love the user experience. I actually think it is a worthy successor to the high-selling A51 from last year, and it is capable of even selling as much this year. If you find this video helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button and also hit a thumbs up if you like this video or a thumbs down if you don't. Till next time, peace.